What's good? We live, we live, we live. We're gonna run through, so we're gonna run through some prices, talk about a couple projects, figure out what's going on with the price, go through some news. Let's see. All right, we'll go through some prices, figure out where we're going. Shoot, are we gonna take another leg down? I'm gonna say, we taking another leg up. We're going to do bull run. What are we doing? So, let's start off with this news. Let's start off with the Blackout ETF. Discuss it a little bit. So they're probably going to give us half the story because the Wall Street Journal try to make you buy shit. Nobody buying this. Um, so the SEC says the Bitcoin spot ETF filings are inadequate. That don't mean they denied it, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm pretty sure documents go back and forth between the SEC, who they're filing with. I'm pretty sure all documents don't get accepted on the first go around. So they go back and forth and they get tweets and they come back. But it's weird because we never hear about those stories. But I guess either A, they found this so important that they had to write a story about it, or someone wants our attention somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, because let's say it's an engineering firm and they're making a new airport, they're sending blueprints. The engineering firm is sending blueprints back to the engineering firm or whoever they send it to for approval, and they be like, "No, we need to fix this." And they fix it, then they send it back, and they look at it and they say, "No, the runway's too long." And they send it back and they fix it, and then they say, "We need more sand here." Back and forth. So I'm pretty sure the SEC and their ETF filings work exactly the same way. So I don't understand why they would write an entire story about it and make a big thing about it, because they aren't the only ones that spoke about this. SEC reportedly rejects Bitcoin ETF. That's it's not. They're not rejecting it. They're just saying it's inadequate. They didn't reject it. Fidelity refiles Bitcoin ETF. So is this talking about what they refiled it? And we new to this live stuff, so we gonna figure it out. Y'all. Just making sure we lit. Boston-based investment giant Fidelity today refiled. So when was this made? So they refiled 2 days ago. When was the original report? So let's see if this is a refiling. Because they originally filed like a week or two ago, correct? What was that? What was that last week? or they may have filed for a bunch beforehand, and we may not know about every single product that's being made. But was it BlackRock, Fidelity? Who else? We already got ProShares, man. Those are the old ones. Let's see. BlackRock, TD Ameritrade, Grayscale. Look, more and more products are going to be made. I'm telling you. But besides that, let's get into some prices. Bitcoin sitting at about 30,600. We are still still in this wedge, which is super interesting on the daily. Here we go. We're still in this wedge, and it's been super interesting. How long have we been in here? It's the 21st. I think that a week and so. And it's super interesting because the wedge is actually holding up. But then again, I could be just making it look like that. Yeah, technically we're not doing anything special. So but it's interesting, like are we gonna break up? Are we about to go to new time highs? Would that look right in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. To the eye test to me, it looks like come up and then grind down for a while. That's what it looked like to me. But then again, there's no guarantee that it'll do that. So like we said, we pulled up with it the RSI. Oh no, the MACD, the MACD. So from what I've seen in the MACD, it looks like the bullish momentum is coming down. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna go down. If we're looking at the time frame between March and April, we didn't necessarily go down. So it's not 100%, but it does look like the bullish momentum is going down. So we could range maybe come a little lower. But the interesting thing, and this gave me like a bullish scenario, is the weekly. I think it's way clearer on the weekly chart. So we've been through green on some bullish momentum, rising up from the very, very bottoms. During these two big come downs, we were in the red momentum. But the thing that gets me is I want to pay attention to this right here. We kind of went red and then we're turning green again. So I tried to go back and I was like, when did we do that? And what happened the last time we did that? I think it was around the start of this last run up. Yeah. So it started to go red and then it went straight back to green. So if we do that, and then where we were when it did that is important. Around March 9th, 20. What happened on March 9th, 20? We took off after that. We went to 60,000 after that. So that does give me a bullish scenario like, okay, if we go red here and we automatically flip, we go green and red and back to red. Green really quickly. without really getting into the green. I mean, that's something I've noticed. I am not a TA person. We are learning this together. I don't know what's going on, but that's just how I feel. So if we were to run up, Ethereum's already at 2,000. Like that's crazy. In the last 90 days, we've been up to 21 and have come down to 16. Pretty decent price action for 3 months. But what's the all-time high? What's the all-time high for Ethereum? 47. Oh man, a new bull run. I hate price predictions because it's the worst thing to do. But new bull run, we gotta touch 12, 13, 14, 15. That's gonna be ridiculous. I think max 20, max 20,000. So is that what we're gonna do? Where we go live? We're just gonna speculate. I think we can do BNB. One thing I noticed about BNB is BNB always holds up extremely well during any type of cycle. During any cycle, like say it's a bull run and alts are running and Bitcoin is running, Ethereum's running. When eventually during cycles they cool off and they come down. BNB comes down just a little bit during those cycles. I mean, look at this price action; it's super steady. It's only down 64%, which Ethereum was only down 64% too, very steady. But like the majority of every other altcoin is down 90%. Why did I click on BUSD? Let's go see. Down 91% from the all-time high. Let's go. Litecoin had a 21% rip, by the way. Down 74%. Not bad. About 90% down from the all-time high. So BNB, Ethereum, they hold pretty well. So I was thinking like when the bull run comes and I got a set of activities I'm gonna do every day when that happens is there's profit rotating. So let's say it's Bitcoin season and ETH season. They're both running. Also kind of just chilling. And then BTC season's over. Do you roll it into like BNB and your other alts, let that run? Or what happens when you just want to keep it steady? Do you go to the tether? Do you put it in BNB? Like those are all the things I think of. Point is, you better have a plan and execute. So when the bull run hits, the price starts to take off. And what do I have to see to be like, oh, we're in a bull run? What do I have to see? I don't know. Let's look at this. Let's look at the last one. By the time you reach previous all-time highs and you took off, if that's the point where you confirmed the bull and you started getting active, that's crazy. Yeah. So boom, by the time you reach the all-time high here, you had a ridiculous amount. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to think like, what do I have to see to be like, we are in a bull run? Get rid of that squiggle line. One thing I want to add to the TA is RSI. Start working on that this week. Relative strength index to see when we're overbought and oversold. If we just look at the base right now, we're kind of getting into the overbought area. Look, it's Saturday. We hit the gym this morning. We got to it. We're looking at this crypto. Yeah, so let's look at something. All right. South Korea passes cryptocurrency bill to tackle unfair trading. That sounds super boring. Israel seizes millions of dollars worth of crypto belonging to its enemies. Okay. When will Cardano 88 and Ripple XRP reach $1? Will it 100? Will 100x reach it first? Okay. FTX begins talks to relaunch international cryptocurrency exchange. If they came back, would you have a account with them? Would you have an account with FTX after they came back? No, I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna focus on this because this. If y'all know anything about me, I do not really care for Ripple. I'll tell you why I don't care for Ripple. This. Look at that max supply. Is that 100 million? 100 billion. 100 billion coins, and half of them are in circulating supply right now. 100 billion coins, half of them are in circulating supply. I bet if I went and followed them wallets, I find out who got what where. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wallet watch. We're gonna get into the tokenomics of Ripple to see if how I feel about it is just. Because honestly, I hate it. I don't hate it. It's just another coin to me. I hate the people who love and live and die like Ripple. Like how many Ripple is it gonna take for you to become a millionaire? I don't know. All right, let's look at the all-time high. $3.22. Let's say at the peak of the next bull, if I'm being generous, $9. Let's say it hit $9. You need 100 and let's say be safe 12,000 tokens. Put 50 bands in Ripple right now. Not financial advice. You would have to put 50 bands in Ripple right now to become a Ripple millionaire. If it reaches $8, because I'm saying three. It's how far has it been? 340. Me giving Ripple $8 at the max $9 is pretty generous. I don't know, but the community, man, the community could push it there. I don't know. I don't like Ripple. This right here, this bothers me. But then again, the hell is that? The hell is infinite? And I like ETH. I love ETH. ETH is infinite. So I can't talk about Ripple. At least they have a finite number. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I don't believe any of these coins are in all actuality finite. Like there's somewhere, some code somewhere where you can just make more, create more. This is code. These tokens are just code. And then Solana infinite too. And I love Solana. One of my top 5 coins. I ain't gonna lie, I think this is the one though. I think because there's something damn dude, it's down 92%. There's something I believe in called I made this up called price discovery, and I feel like a lot of coins have not had price discovery yet. Like this coin started getting charged in 2020.
Over there.
Like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
It's
show
a
you price
task
discovery.
manager. It's a project
Show you price
manager.
discovery.
It's
Bitcoin and
Asana,
ETH are the only
your
ones who
work
have
manager.
truly had
Bring
price
together
discovery yet.
everything your team needs to get work done in one place. Visit asana.com to try
Boom. We
for
go
free.
through go through its first bull market. Boom. Then we go through a long term bear. Which who's to say this can't happen again? People act like we gotta go up every 4 years. Um, boom. Then we hit 20,000. That's price discovery. Boom. Then we hit 60,000. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 70,000. So I feel like this was the first real price discovery. And price discovery is clearly something that I made up. But that huge pop in price. Let's look at ETH. Boom, first bull run. Well, actually, the first bull run came around here. Pop up here, some price discovery, and we go crazy. Like, look, all you gotta do is stay locked in. Stay locked in and keep DCAing in this part. Which means that's so weird because this part right here don't seem nothing like the duration of this, which is why it's hard for me to believe that we're gonna go through another bull run. That we're ready. We could be, and if it happens, it happens. I'm prepared for it. You have to be adaptable and move around in this space. But I just don't see. I just don't see this area being the consolidation phase. Like I just don't see that. I feel like we're gonna go through this, and it'll be either similar or elongated. Like we're gonna go through how long this take from peak 17 December 17, December 18. Two years, 3 years, 3 years from this peak. I'm gonna go from this peak. November 21, November 22 has been 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We got time, bro. We got certified time. I'm telling you. If we start a new bull run, it would highly surprise me. We're still raising the interest rates. I don't see it happening, but hey, we could do that. We could do that. Let's just go through a couple. So I really like Chainlink. I really like Chainlink. I like what they do. I think they work with what's that O word? It's that word that allows from you taking data and making it real time. I think it's like when applications are set up. What is that word that I'm thinking of? Oracles is how you get real time data inside of applications. Yeah, or taking real time data and putting inside of other applications. Oracles. Yeah, that's the old word. I was thinking of orbitals. Let's see. Oracles allows smart contracts to seamlessly use and create and rate decentralized services to accelerate app development, enable cross-chain functionality, and harmonize disparate um, disparate technologies. God, look at this technology stack. See, like, do you really want to learn all this? Do you really want to learn all this? And that brings the question: what's necessary in order to invest in all this? Like what's really necessary in order to invest all this? And that's why I kind of take it from a high level approach. What do they do? Do they have the opportunity, or are they do they have a product that can create money? You know what I'm saying? Do they have a community? Are they taking their business seriously? Like Bitcoin is just a software. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's a tough thing to figure out if you want to invest in it or not based off of that criteria. Ethereum is an ecosystem that can create multiple products and have multiple transactions. But you know what I'm saying? What is the product? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these are software companies, like Ripple. In all actuality, is a financial product. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing to
See Indiana
as far
Jones
as
and the
that, like it's
Dial
in
of
banking
Destiny with a free
finance. You know what I'm
Fandango
saying?
movie ticket when you spend
Transactions. So
$35 at Applebee's.
to answer that question, that Ripple would be a good project to
Jones.
invest in
Indiana
because
Jones and
I
the
hate
Dial
it
of
so
Destiny
much.
only in theaters on June 30th for limited time at participating locations. Tax and gratuity excluded.
Excuse me,
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny rated
feel like
PG-13.
they do some shit. Aave creating financial products, but is the token actually linked to anything? Are these tokens for these companies and these cryptocurrencies actually linked to anything in the business, or is it just uh, a part of the business that they created that has value and can be traded? You know what I'm saying? Like they could be separate. Like how the stock market is not the economy. You know what I'm saying? They're completely separate things. Like, and that's always in the back of my mind when it comes to cryptocurrency as well. I like Multiverse X. I like Multiverse X. I like the fact that they have 31 million coins. I'm not trying to figure out the deal between, but 25 of them are circulating. Oh yeah, it's a total supply, and then that's how many max they can be. But I like the fact that the majority of them are circulating, and I'm cool with not all of them being in circulation yet, because I'll give it 5, 10, maybe 15 years for you to release your coins through burns and stuff like that and staking. So this coin didn't even start getting charted till 2020. So, bro, 2020 was three some years ago. Like these coins have not had real, I feel like real price discovery yet. This coin was supposed to be all time 554, 545, and now it's at 35. And this is kind of how I look at things. It's not like a great way to do it, but if you take $1,000 and you divide 35, you get 28 coins. Then you can multiply it times the all-time high. If it just gets back to the all-time high, you can possibly, in theory, turn $1,000 into a $15,000. And I don't want to focus on that as in like throwing numbers out there because this is all hypotheticals. There is no guarantee that this coin will go back to that it'll ever get back to this level. There's no guarantee that it'll ever do that. You know, it could stay down here, and this is what the majority of coins do. They have their pops, and then they stay down here for the duration of their lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that. But that is one way I kind of like to gauge if I could possibly invest in some things. You know what I'm saying? Everything is kind of up in the air till you actually put your money into it. And then they have other coins that I just feel like will never reach their all time high again because and if you make that good bet, you're probably going to be right. Let's see. It's a coin like this, Blue, which is a gaming token, which I don't think is bad. They have a decent community, but it's a game. I want you to look at this. The all time high was damn near $2,000. This is a game that hasn't come out yet, and they didn't start charting until 2021, not that long ago. And it came out during the bull, during the hype. So it went from $63 to $2,000. Oh my god. Hold on. Let's go $70. So you put $1,000 in back in May of 2021 for Dream Coin, for Dream Dime, 16. Not 16. A grand into 22. Now, that's if you would have caught that. You know what I'm saying? But look how far it's going down now. And then there's no guarantee that this coin would ever get back to that again. I'm not saying it can't. I personally don't believe that it can. Maybe not in the next bull run because I don't believe this video game will be released until Lord knows when. Like all these blockchain games are taking forever to get released, but you know what I'm saying? There's no guarantee that this will ever go back. Let's get into look at some other coins. There's another coin I feel like has that similar situation. Earn Finance. Oh my god! Remember when DeFi was popping? I wonder what's gonna pop next. Is it gonna be AI, metaverse tokens? Who knows? But yeah, I remember when DeFi, but like T shares, any letter with a shares, trying to get ridiculous, stupid yield. What happened to all the yield farmers? Where they go? You know what I'm saying? Like if you were in the space during that time, which wasn't that long ago, which was what? It was a 7/1/23. This is where we were a year ago. Man, time flies now. That was a while ago. Peak Mania was like 2 years ago. 1 and some years ago. God, that's ridiculous. But this company only has 36,000 coins. But it's DeFi. You know, DeFi is very experimental at this point. Their CEO left. But you notice the high valuation, the high price of the coin doesn't mean anything, but it's been steady. And the all-time high for this coin has been 82 grand. You know what I mean? We caught this joint in 2020. Put a grand in there. Sitting on 50,000 profit. But I don't expect this coin to ever reach these peaks again. But if they do, man, if this coin go down to $500, if this coin go all the way down to $500, I might get one. Because I mean, even though we've gone down 92%, and a lot of these coins, like I've shown today, have gone down 90%, they can still go down another 90% from here. You understand that? Like Avalanche, everybody's baby. 720 million. That's all right. I'm cool with that. It's just the fact that half of them haven't even been released yet. So it's the all-time high for that. 191%. Shit. 144. I feel like this project has very good fundamentals. I like what they're doing, so I feel like they will last. So to be honest with you, not financial advice, buying down here is not a bad idea. And I feel like in the long term grand scheme of things, but we're rocking and rolling because we got to talk about this crypto. Somebody got to talk about it. Why not me? Let's see. So the all-time high was 144. So 12. So, and this is just a stupid little test I do. Each coin has different fundamental. So let's say you put a grand in at the current price and get 76 tokens, and you reach the all-time highs again. And let's give it a little more. If the previous all-time high was 144, and let's go 180. You know what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to say is not financial advice. Like a well placed $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 investment during the bear market can yield great results if you're willing to hold long term and be patient and plan your exits properly. That's true. A lot of coins just have to get back to their previous all-time highs in order for you to make decent money. So, and also, of course, it takes money to make money. Like everybody doesn't have 1,000, 2,000, up to 40, 50, $100,000 to put into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general. But it does take money to make money. Period. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. I mean, let's look at one thing before we wrap up. Let's look at a well placed $20,000 investment during the last cycle. Pick a random coin. I think Gala had a crazy one. All right, so before the last bull run, let's look at a well placed $1,000 investment. November 2021. Let's look at a well placed $1,000 investment a year prior. A well placed $10,000 investment. $10,000 divided by point 0.000229. 42 million coin, and let's say you caught not the actual peak. Point 57. Yeah, that's ridiculous. See that's did I do that right? 10,000 times divided by what that cost. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that again. I think, and this is a monumental, ridiculous run up. I don't think that's a good example. I mean that shit went straight up. Like that wasn't a good example. That's not. But like seriously though, I mean it happened. $24 million, $25 million. That's not what I'm here to do. See, that's why I don't like price predictions. I really don't care for it because it kind of clouds you, and then once you see that, you start to want to get away from the fundamentals and just feel like, all right, like where can I put money? Like everything ain't gonna happen like that. Let's look at a random token, the graph, and I'll wrap it up on this. I ain't finna talk all day because we ain't even talking about that. Boom. Okay, so let's say it went in the opposite direction. All right, start charting 2021. Let's say you put 10,000 in. Let's say right here. Now, what is it worth? What is this worth at today's price? You are down $8,000 right now. So I showed you a well placed $10,000 investment. You know, I just showed you a bad placed $10,000 investment. Two random coins, two completely separate situations, but that's what happens. That's what happens, man. You think these coins are just down 96%? Somebody got in at the top. Somebody got in at $2 and somebody put $10,000 in at $2. And now we're sitting at 10 cents. Are you serious? This space ain't nothing to play with. This coin is only worth double what it was worth when it came out. That's ridiculous. Shit was worth 5 cents, now it's worth 10 cents. But it's the number 44 coin. You know what I'm saying? Like this entire space does not make sense, but you have to make it make sense with common sense, research, looking at these things, understanding all the craziness. Because once you understand all the craziness, you'll be able to avoid it to a good degree. But we'll wrap it up on that because we have been talking about nothing for 40 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and we're going to keep doing these lives, keep getting better, and we're going to get to this money. I'll holler.